Hello and well met. Welcome to the Westgate Irregulars, episode 48. As yet untitled, but soon to be so. I am Eric Scott DeVee, the DM of this campaign. These are the Dungeon Scrawlers. Take it away, Aaron.
Hi, I'm Erin M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga, 6-book series set in the Forgotten Realms following twin tieflings. I'm also going to tell you about our sponsor. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure. And that includes Farida and Havilar from my books, The Brimstone Angels Saga. The game is available for PC and Mac, on Steam and Web, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. For more information, you can check out idlechampions.com. And if you type in the command at the bottom of the screen, you will get a gold chest code that you can pop into the game. You will get some cool gear, some loot. Stick around and let us know what you find. I forgot to look up what's new this week.
Something about cool new familiars, right?
I did see that about the familiars.
Thanks.
Cauldron. And I think more Rime of the Frost Maiden stuff might have come out this week.
I don't know anything about that Rime of the Frost Maiden thing. I have to look into that.
Well, it's very cold.
I'm Rhiannon Held. I write urban fantasy, werewolves, as Rhiannon Held, and space opera as RZ Held. And the first in my space opera series is on sale for the month of December. And in fact, we are all authors. So if you wish to give any of our books as perhaps gifts, they make great gifts.
Gift for you, gift for us, gift for whoever you're giving them to. It's all around.
Just gift us our own books. Oh my goodness.
No. I was talking about the royalty check.
Money.
Oh, gotcha.
There's a Amazon widget on our Twitch page and also on dungeonscrawlers.com. You can find out information about all our stuff.
Hi, I'm Yang Wang. I am a writer and a filmmaker.
I am Stephen Merlino, also a writer and a teacher.
I am Randy Henderson, also a writer and a writer.
But are you a writer?
I try to be, but sometimes I'm just a writer.
I once dated a horse trainer, and her card said "writer."
Right on.
As you can see, Randy is boasting his jaunty green vest of elven kind. Blends in with his background.
But yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, it looked so elfin," and then didn't contemplate the Zoom background thing.
Well, like I was saying, camouflage is definitely an elven thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I have one order of business to bring up. We decided on a new rule, which is when raiders show up, that is other people from other Twitch channels, I give the next PC making a roll advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whenever that happens, that happens. Okay, cool. So,
And then we have another order of business, do we not, our friendly DM?
we do, don't we?
Yeah.
Let's hold
Aaron
on.
looks worried.
Because it's the holidays. I don't know. Does somebody want to introduce this?
Yeah.
oh, that's right.
Yeah, so we the Dungeon Scrawlers got our DM a little
Says
present.
Heavy,
Appreciation.
lift with care.
Yeah.
Which is not actually true. It's just the box it was in. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. You reminded me of something funny.
Oh man, there's a little ribbon handle here.
Yeah, just for your convenience.
This is like an unboxing video here. You see the little ribbon handle, little packing thing there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, wow. Oh, right.
Fireball
Ooh.
explosion. Should have checked for traps, my friend.
Wow. Yes,
I'm
that
so
is unfortunate.
sorry.
Oh,
Boom.
so
So I'm afraid you take 12 points of damage, and
So that
all
happens.
DM rolls are with disadvantage for the remainder of the night.
is that so? All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's the rules. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
It was like last minute and just with whatever I had on hand.
That's
Well, there
impressive
is something
rap
else in here, though.
Yes.
Yeah. There's an actual gift. Thank
This
goodness.
must be what the trap was protecting. So,
You don't just put a trap on an empty box.
well, you do if you're a Sararak. Who would trap 4 doors in a row? Only a crazy person. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What could the mage have been protecting so fiercely? Let's see.
Anticipation.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, it would seem that the Dungeon Scrawlers have picked out the new whiskey. This would be a Hibiki, which is a Centauri whiskey from Japan. Awesome. Assuming that's what's actually in the box, Randy, I don't trust you. Just open it and it's like, oh,
No,
we're in
it's-
hands, fool.
It's a mimic that it eats fan.
Nope, that is what it is.
It is.
Is it?
That
Is it, or is it just apple juice?
it could be just apple juice and somebody recorked it and like resealed it.
I mean, if you're gonna be a punk, be a punk.
Well then.
Yep.
It's
No,
horse.
real.
It's horse. Whatever it was.
Horse elixir.
Horse elixir.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Oh man, I better finish up this bourbon so I can start that.
Yeah. I mean, chat
back. There
immediately
we go.
knew what it was. Everybody was like, it was booze.
Yeah, but did you predict the fireball, chat?
No.
Yeah, probably. Right.
While you're opening that, let me read to you a text I got today from a friend, a piece of gift giving advice. Gift giving lesson learned today. No matter how perfect a box it might be, never use an old iPad box to package an assortment of children's toys for a niece.
Ooh.
Oh,
How sad was she?
oh my god.
I don't know. I told him, okay, here's how you fix that. You buy yourself a hoverboard, and then you use the box and you put like 3 soccer balls in it and send that to her because it's a perfect size box.
I suspect that you should probably never send someone a gift in a case of wine either.
Oh,
Some of us would get real excited. Like, oh, it's a skateboard. Excellent.
yeah.
Good. Also good.
All
Oh,
right.
that is good. All right. So,
We don't have music, so I'll just be dun 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 dun
dun.
dun 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 to
So
set the mood.
a lot of dark things happened last session.
For
And
real.
I see no reason not to continue that trend. So we're going to start with Cecilia. Cecilia, you are asleep and you're
Yeah.
having a dream.
Good.
You know it's a dream because you've had this dream many times before.
Yeah.
What would you like to tell us about the dream?
Okay, so this is the recurring nightmares Cecilia has. That she's in the frozen north. She's caught in a kind of ice cave, which is a lot tighter than it really was, but now this is feeling like this is the real way to go. There's a man bleeding out next to her, and there's a bone claw kind of chipping away at the entrance of the cave. And she's like, we may have hit an artery here. I don't know if that was what really happened, but now that's what feels like happened. And she can't get her spells going, and she can't trigger he has a little tattoo that's supposed to call for help, and it's not working. And at this point, she can also hear Lazar outside. That's what her nightmares turned into.
And what is Lazar saying to you?
I don't know what I said last time.
Well, it doesn't have to be the same thing. It could be saying something like, this again, is it? This again, you think you will avoid me, do you? You have no idea how far I will follow you.
That sounds pretty terrible. I think before I added in some useless, ungrateful stuff.
Yes, just a string of insults and expletives, and then Cecilia wakes up, and you're lying on the bed, and the purple lady with Sarshan, who has wrapped his arms around you, and he says, "Oh, you were having a nightmare.
Yeah, a bit.
Are you all right?"
No, not at all. Is that. So there was one more thing I wanted to add to the nightmare, but now I don't know if I'm actually awake either.
Go ahead. What's the one thing you wanted to? Well, anyway, he says, "Don't worry, I'll get you some of that tea," and then he jumps up and goes over to get the tea. You can see his bare back in the candlelight, and then he
Does that
looks back
remind you
toward
of
you and he
something from your
says,
nightmare? Is that what you're saying?
"He says, this is the one, is it?"
Oh, that's not okay. I was like, they didn't sleep on the bed. I think something hinky's happening. Okay.
You run from me and you give yourself to this brute.
That is just not okay. That is a really freak out. She's going to try and cast a spell. God, I hope she's asleep.
Sure, you can cast a spell.
I'm going to try.
What spell would you like to cast?
Witch bolt.
I don't have Witch Bolt anymore.
Oh, I think she dropped Witch Bolt. Got something.
Oh,
else.
I mean,
man.
it wasn't. There were other options, and
Yeah, cooler things, I'm sure. Yeah. Even cooler.
Sorry,
it's a dream. Let's go full sickening
coming
radiance.
toward you,
Nice.
menacingly, like he's walking on his legs, like twist as he's
Okay,
walking
now I
toward
know
you.
it's a dream. I don't like it. Okay,
bathe
so she's gonna
the
try
room
to
in
catch
sickening
sickening
radiance.
radiance.
Okay, sure. The room is bathed in this sickening radiance. One thing about sickening radiance is it reveals the truth of things that you're looking at. Like you can't be invisible in it.
Oh yeah.
Right. It lights up Sarshan, and like you can see his skin start drawing tight against his bones, and he starts his flesh ages and desiccates. And he
Oh my
says,
God.
"You will never be free of me,
Oh my
Ilya."
God.
And then you wake up again, and now you're lying on the rug,
Okay. Inception.
cuddled up next to Sarshan.
Okay.
Like, huh? What?
She is gonna scream forever and possibly punch him.
Yes, you are screaming.
And scramble away. Oh my God, that's the kind of dream. That's a scary dream. I feel like that's the kind of dream you wake up from and you're not 100% sure if you've woken up. Well, I mean, we had a false wake up in the middle. That feels like an okay response. Yeah, she's gonna like scatter back, freaking out. Definitely freaking out. I think when Cecilia freaks out, she starts to like pull up Eldritch Blast just out of instinct at this point. Not
Power
necessarily casting
flares.
it, but definitely like sparky fingers.
Absolutely.
Ah!
Whoa.
Sparky fingers.
It's all right. It's all right, Cecilia.
No.
I don't know.
I think she's full on hyperventilating, and yeah, I don't know that she's. I let's say she's like fully having a panic attack at this point.
Okay.
Because holy shit!
So there's Sarshan, there's the bed, there's the door. The door is kind of close to you. Like you could just edge out and run out of the room.
Just bold for it.
Yeah,
So this is at the Purple Lady.
it is.
Would Rogar be able to hear her screaming?
Rogar, you start awake from where you were kind of dozing, slumped over the bar. Most people have left by now, but you hear screaming from upstairs.
Oh, I wasn't asleep. I was still like trying to matchmake people.
Oh, yes.
Drunk. I'm drunken and trying to matchmake people. Are you in love? Are you in love with anybody?
Yeah, you realize there's a different bartender now. This kind of like grumpy looking human man who's like,
Yeah.
"Yes, I have known love," and then he looks far away in the distance.
Whoa!
Okay.
But he doesn't
alright,
say
so
anything
Background characters
about
contain
it.
multitudes.
Anyway, you hear screaming.
Okay.
Cecilia, you run out in the hallway.
recognize-
I rolled high, so I'm gonna
Heavily.
run.
Okay.
Okay. I'll run. more or less run. Run as much as I can after several pineapple ales, and then up the stairs towards the screaming.
Okay.
Okay. So what do I see?
Do I just slam into him?
Well, you see
Down the
Cecilia
stairs.
appear on the stairs. You didn't like take your clothes off or anything, so you probably
I'm
like have a
stressed.
blanket around you
Sure.
as well.
I don't know. I feel like if you're at panicky bolting, you're not holding anything.
Okay.
You need your hands free to punch doppelgangers.
Cecilia
Or
shows up.
apparently your father, or a bone claw in your father's skin and your boyfriend's skin. I don't really know what's going on.
Cecilia shows up. Her hair is all wild. Her clothes are disheveled. She's screaming or panting or just wheezing at the moment because you might have screamed yourself out
I think she's
for a moment.
hyperventilating at this point.
Yeah.
Cecilia, are
Slammed
you
on the
okay?
banister.
Cecilia, what's wrong? He's just.
She's gonna swing at Rogar.
Oh,
Make an
Whoa.
attack roll.
You're gonna
Duck.
break your hand.
and
She is probably gonna break her hand.
Rhiannon, sing Evanescence.
I rolled an 18.
Pardon?
Sing the Evanescence now.
We don't want to get copyright struck here.
all right.
Rhiannon's
she hits
rendition
me?
of the Evanescence song would be too great. So
Oh, I have a 20. You rolled an 18. Is that what you said?
yeah.
Okay. You. So I just managed to miss. You just missed me, I guess. So
Okay.
I
I think
cast-
that makes her recognize Rogar and goes, ah!
I'll cast Calm Emotions out of reflex, like.
Probably the right choice.
Oh, please calm down.
Cecilia, does Cecilia voluntarily fail that saving throw?
I feel like she should. I think there's
mean,
a
she
moment when you
should.
take a swing and you're like, wait, that's Rogar. Rogar wasn't in my dream earlier.
Well, Rogar certainly didn't speak to you with
so-
Lazar's voice.
That's true. He had normal voice. Also in this moment going, I think Sarshan had normal voice earlier. So okay, yeah, I'll fail.
Okay. So
Magical
panic
volume.
subsides and everything seems cool and muted.
Oh, you're mute. You're literally muted. How did-
Literally muted.
How am I literally muted?
You're back.
Can you hear me now?
We can
I
hear
think
you
it
now,
was
though.
because I whispered that last thing. But I wasn't leaning in enough. I have to remember not to do that. I said, I wish I had this spell for myself in my real life sometimes.
Amen.
not just for me. Okay, just like the so that calm washes over her. I was like,
I'm like, maybe we should go back into your room. Like,
Yeah,
she's all kind of disheveled.
oh my god, she's just gonna like crouch down on the floor. That like full on
Okay.
panic freak out. Be like, I had a really bad dream. I think I had a really bad dream.
What
Or
kind of
that's not
dream?
Sarshan. I don't know which. No, that was a bad dream, right? That was a bad dream.
What was your dream?
It's the I have these nightmares sometimes about being where I was when I was gone in the frozen wastes, and there's this monster. We got ambushed, and I almost died, and I almost got someone killed, and it was really scary, and so I have that nightmare, and that's why I have to take the medicine. But now it's got Lazar is in it, and my dad, he's saying things, and he says he's gonna come, he's gonna find me, and then I woke, and then I thought I woke up, and I didn't wake up, and Sarshan was there, but then Sarshan was Lazar, and I woke up, and Sarshan was there, punched him. Oh my god, I punched him, Rogar. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Where is Sarshan there?
Well, now that Cecilia has kind of leaned over, you can see over her shoulder that there is this big red wolf at the top of the stairs. Who's just kind of observing, and then he just kind of like turns back and disappears back into the hallway.
Okay. Maybe I'll say really loudly, wow, I bet you could use your good friend Stong right about now. and then hopefully loud enough for Sarshan to hear. And then I'll be I'll say, why was Sarshan in your dream? Was he? Do you think he's still controlled by Lazar, or?
Well, I don't think so. I don't think he can. Oh my God, if he can do that from really far away, or he's still here. Okay. I'm just working myself up again. I feel like I just ate. That was.
Satsule's will has just shattered the calm emotion spell. Like she just swept it aside.
She didn't entirely. She's calmed
Like
down.
it happened. It calmed her. And now she's ramping back up, despite the fact that the spell should be continuing. You notice this, Rogar. This is not normally how people behave under the influence of the spell. But
Aaron
Cecilia's
did not
will
read up
is
on it.
very strong, is what we're doing.
Good save. Thank you.
No. This is a thing. I would have corrected you if yeah. Okay.
Well, why do you think that Sarshan would appear in your nightmare for? I mean, I understand your father. He is a nightmare. But...
Oh my God. I don't think that he's, but Lazar, he took over him and he made him come at me and in the moment it was like it was fine because I knew what was going on, but then it just keep popping in my head and I don't know, and I don't know what he thinks about that. I don't even talk to him about it, and I've also I don't want to tell you. It's so embarrassing.
What? It's okay. It's all right. You can tell me.
All of that happened, and he took over Sarshan, and then all of a sudden Sarshan is telling everyone that he loves me, and I keep thinking maybe that was because he felt like he did this thing and he had to make up for it, and so that explains why he hasn't said it again. But also, why is he saying that? Because we were only, he doesn't know me, but then that's it. That can't be what that dream's about, though, right?
I'm not an expert in dreams, but it sounds like you. It sounds like you have. I mean, dreams or not, it sounds like you have some concerns about Sarshan and, more importantly, about your relationship with Sarshan. And I think maybe you just need to talk with Sarshan. I know you've had like
Gonna mess it up really bad.
How are you gonna what's the worst? So I know you've had some bad relationships in the past with Sebastian and such.
Please.
Yes, bad relationship in the past. Sebastian.
Bad relationship.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing at all.
Nobody. I've learned that nobody does, and that I think that telling him you want to trust him. You want to understand if he. Sounds to me like you want to trust him and know whether he loves you. And I think if you tell him your fears, and talk to him, you're giving him the opportunity. You're opening an opportunity for trust there, right? And that might be exactly the thing that would help you. Like telling him your fears and concerns about trust and the love may create an opportunity for him to validate that trust and that love. And
Tells me I'm awful. Yours sounds less crazy though.
Well, that's good. And maybe you should maybe plan a date with him. Like I know he made you a bath and he took you to his man cave and stuff.
Literally.
So it seems like he's kind of been sort of making the dates.
Beef jerky and he told me it tasted. I bought him roasted jerky and he told me it tasted too dead.
Right.
Bad at this.
Oh,
and also, apparently, my dad's gonna hunt me forever.
Well, that's a bigger problem, and that's something certainly you have your friends to help with. We will help whatever you need to protect you against Lazar or to hunt the wee bastard down if need be. We've got your back. I promise. But it seems like Lazar is something you can't really control right now, but you can control what's happening with Sarshan. He's right up
Or-
there.
I could go find Night Masks and see if they'll tell me where he went.
Aye.
I don't.
I think Sturridge is pretty excited to go hunt night masks. He might be able to
Yes, he is.
help you with that. If that's,
Why does that seem easier?
I don't know. Why does it seem easier for me to like give great advice to everybody else about love and not, I've been thinking about this myself. It's so much easier. It's so much easier from the outside than when you're in it, for sure. But I just, I think having seen Sarshan seems like he doesn't seem to me like he's under any control, and he has been very sticking by your side and concerned for you, it seems. So I think he'd be, I think if you just go talk to him, I think it will be okay.
Thank you.
And it's better than being in doubt, right? Oh, hogs. And now I think I need to go home and sleep. I was dancing and drinking and matchmaking all night. So
You were dancing all night?
I was dancing. I missed it. It's one of those things. When you're doing it, you're all every time I dance, I'm like, why am I not dancing all the time? It's the best thing ever. And but yeah, I was dancing last night.
I'm sorry I missed this.
Well, with
Indeed.
luck, you'll get another chance to see it someday. So, go talk
Right.
to the wee lad and think. And if you need help hunting night masks, I'm sure if not only Sturridge, but I'd be happy to.
No, but that does seem like where to start, doesn't it?
I
be able to- I
guess
might
that
be able
is
to
the only
bring
real
him some
connection we have, right? Like we
But-
know
well-
they were working with him. So.
No, wait, I know. Well, per Lazar, yeah. Yeah, I don't understand how he got in with them so fast, but
Wait, you weren't talking about
That's
hunting night masks to solve the Sartian problem, were you? No.
no, that was more an avoidance tactic.
Because I know you guys had
Oh.
fun fighting those cultists outside the city and all, so I wasn't sure if that was just going to be your
Maybe
your
that's
coping
the
mechanism.
date.
Like
Yeah.
whenever things get
We don't
awkward.
talk, we just fight things.
But you know what they say, like, after a year or just, murdering evil people is not a good basis for a relationship. It just gets old after a while, so.
This is my fear. He's gonna realize he only likes me because of my banishment. I'm actually
Hey, you got a nice banishment. Right.
but
Look at the banishment on
point.
that one.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
yeah.
6 spell
This
save,
is
bro.
a fair point that I can't just be afraid of the answer. But also, I don't think I want to tell him right now because I did punch him in the face. I think the face.
He seems the sort of the forgiving sort. So
He does forget stuff very easily.
I just bring him a raw piece of meat, maybe.
I say what butcher
As a-
is open at this point in Westgate, but I'm sure I would
Softer.
get a list.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I think Cecilia has calmed down enough to. It's still the middle of the night, right?
It's early morning.
Early
it's
morning.
Like
Okay.
an hour or two before dawn.
Okay.
I
All right.
don't know if you feel like you can sleep more or I don't know.
Whatever works. If I need to go
Okay.
be asleep for a little bit for story time reasons. Aaron is like, anything that says early before the description, probably want to go back to bed.
Dude.
Actually, that's Cecilia too. Cecilia is more of a sleeper inner than me. So yeah, sure.
So you head back up to your room?
Yes.
All right. You
And
do not find
apologize.
Sarshan there.
What?
Ooh.
Well, that's really bad.
Oh, wow.
No, you are looking around and you find a piece of parchment
What?
upon which is hastily scribbled a clumsy note.
Oh no, what does it say?
It says, Cecilia, Exclamation point. Your father is yet a threat to you, I believe. Thus, I shall find him for you.
Oh my God, Starship.
Oh no.
Okay, that's not gonna work. That's a terrible plan. And he's left. How did he get past them? He did that thing again.
Well, you see the windows open. I shall find you at the Purple Lady or at your place.
Okay.
Place is obviously misspelled. S.
Obviously.
I feel like Cecilia is like not okay with this because I feel like he's not taking this threat seriously. So she's gonna get dressed and I guess she's gonna kind of go look for him. Although she was planning to go find someone who knows something about night masks. I guess she could kind of do both because
True.
who knows?
Okay.
But
So Cecilia goes from panic to relief to shock to
New
frustration
this
and
is
then
a hell of
angrily
a
starts getting ready
morning.
to go.
I don't know if it's angry, it's sort of worry. Although I
Yeah.
think Cecilia masks a lot of her feelings in anger.
Sure. Okay, so Cecilia is preparing to head out. Rogar, you're heading back to Dark Dance Manor?
Aye.
Okay. Sturge.
Yes.
Or, well, let's do the Artemisia scene first. So we'll get back to Sturge in a second. Artemisia, you are headed back in the carriage with Sebastian. Stong did not come with you. Apparently, he is going to return on his own. I think that was what we established.
He's
Anyway.
drinking
talking
with his
to
new
his
friend.
Yeah, it's new friend.
Are you and Sebastian having a relaxed conversation, or are you sitting in silence, or do you want to say something in particular to him?
Discussing the smell of burning on the air.
So it's going to be mostly silence at first. Artemisia is going to have like whatever notes she took during the meeting, like on her lap, pretending to study them. She's not sitting them. She's holding a hairpin in her fingers, like really hard, and obviously like lost in her own thoughts. But eventually she like sort
He's
of
doing the same, and he's looking at the window, which he's pulled the shutters open so he can look out into the darkness. You see the sea of fallen stars to your left as the carriage heads back toward Westgate, bumping along.
So she's going to be like, oh, wait, okay, I remembered something. So she's going to look at Sebastian and say, thank you for your help at this meeting.
Yes.
But I will not be requiring a secretary anymore, I hope. I will no longer need your assistance, so you don't have to worry about that. You can just focus on whatever you need to do.
I see. Well, you did make that quite clear that you had really no interest in being on the council. It was quite a good display. I thought, sorry. Yes, of course. Thank you for giving me something to occupy my mind for a day or two. I appreciated it. Can I say something to you, Lady Tararon?
Certainly.
Pickles.
I will remember that.
No. Sorry,
Like, right.
my head keeps going back to the thing that makes me feel safe. No, what I was going to say was, I think Ilya needs support from you and from all of you, because I know the horror of being mentally controlled by Lazar. And I don't think you did a good enough job. I think you need to be crueler to me, or maybe just nicer to her. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even say that. I don't know. You have your own relationship. I didn't even know Ilya had a sister. I shouldn't be casting any judgment.
Really, being raised in Running Rocks messed us all up. That's what I took from this. All right, go ahead.
He's a little bit incoherent.
Artemisia is gonna think for a couple seconds. So she's clearly like her instinct is to freeze, like when she doesn't even know what to say. She's gonna say, I didn't know I had a sister either. So I don't think I have done things properly, or I know I haven't done things properly and I'm going to be better, but I don't think I want your opinion about what I'm doing or what Cecilia needs. Thank you.
That seems reasonable. Yes. Well, perhaps you can be the friend that she needs.
I hope so.
Yes. He leans out the window. Driver, let me off. Stop the carriage. The carriage stops just inside the gates of Westgate.
Oh, okay.
And Sebastian hops out of the carriage. He says, thank you, and good luck to you.
Thank you for that. Godspeed. Wherever you're going.
May the river always run straight for you. And then he walks away.
Okay.
Well, he shuts the door and then he walks off. It kind of like hunches his shoulders against the darkness and heads off into the night, leaving you alone in the carriage.
Charlie Brown theme starts playing.
Carriage kind of bounces its way back to Dark Dance Manor.
Okay.
Okay. Sturge.
Yes.
Waken. Again, you've kind of woke out of your daze.
Is it past midnight?
Yes, it is in the early hours. And you're still holding the shattered handle and hilt of your sword.
Right.
The purple glowing sword of Chevarash.
Mm-hmm.
And you see another figure in the room with you.
I'm against the wall in Mirren's room, right?
Correct. You're kind of slumped against the wall.
Okay. And is there any light in the room?
It is pitch black.
And
The only light is coming from Mirren's blue glowing tattoos.
Okay.
And they're over kind of to the side where you are. And the light dimly illuminates a shadowed figure standing near the door, leaning against the wall, like where the door would hit the wall if it were opened.
Mm-hmm.
So like they would be standing behind the door if it were open.
Look like
The figure says, well, you've really done it this time.
That was most interesting, wasn't it?
Indeed. This is our low point. I hope you know that.
The part of the ballad in which everything seems hopeless to the hero and pointless, and then they have an enlightened moment, grasp at this enlightenment, and empowers them to go forward and rise again.
Indeed. The hero suffers a wound, terrible wound,
Oh.
and seeks to turn away the call of further adventure. He learns that the quest is too great for his faculties and his abilities. The figure is gesticulating.
Yeah, this
See
doesn't.
that this figure has a long nose,
Oh, is that you, old man?
in a sense.
I'm not sure I'm quite comfortable with your impersonations of me.
I'm not sure I'm quite comfortable with your impersonations of me.
Ooh.
I know you are, but what am I?
Wow.
I think
I
you know
remember
the
you
answer
were
to that.
Well,
The figure steps out of the darkness closer to you You can see
How-
through the faint moonlight of the windows.
Wow.
He looks just like you, except older.
Is that what I have to look forward to? It's not bad.
No, he has a little salt and pepper in his hair, like executive hair. And his hair is cut short rather than long like yours.
No. You look like a dock worker. You need to grow the hair out.
Interestingly, that's exactly what Stong told me when I did this.
Stong?
Yes, our friend Stong. My friend Stong. Your friend Stong. Same Stong.
When did
Well, my friend Stong isn't the same as your friend Stong. You have the wrong friend Stong.
Oh. I have got a headache.
I remember.
What do you? All right, look. How was I supposed to know that the mighty Chevrash was not a match for the insipid Night King? His
The mighty Chevrash may be a match for the insipid Night King. Not that the Night King is particularly insipid.
no, but he is a.
Uncorrected, he will kill everyone that you love.
Oh, I'm aware of that.
So-
You need not encourage me to go for his head.
Are you, though? Because as I recall, you weren't particularly aware of it.
What do you mean?
Why do you think we're here? Why do you think I'm here? I'm here to warn you, of course.
I'm glad you answered that because I would not have answered that way.
Not yet.
Hello. What do we do next?
Oh. Please, we can drop the pretense.
The-
You see, I knew if I approached you this way, you would react this way. But we're running out of time.
All right. So tell me what?
You've broken the weapon that could have killed the Night King, so that's a mark in the negative column. But
Okay. I still have this entertaining double of myself to advise me and scold me in these moments. So that's a up. That's one on the positive side.
I really am insufferable, aren't I? Yeah. Anyway, pay attention. He tweaks your nose a little bit.
I stand up, dust myself off, put the scrap of
Yeah, he helps you to your feet.
sword back in the sword scabbard. If I put all of the shards in the scabbard and then put the hilt back on, will it magically reassemble itself?
I love that you made it the
Yes, why don't you try that? He says very drolly.
All right. Well, you tell me what you need to do while I reassemble the sword.
What I need to do? I need to warn you. You are the one who needs to avoid your friends being killed. I did mention the friends being killed thing, yes?
You stop speaking in riddles. They've always been in danger.
No.
It seemed like a riddle to me.
Yeah.
Let me
If you want friends
present you.
that don't die, you should have told me before I met these people.
Let me present to you something that you will understand. Now, tell me this. What is the thing that you crave most in the world?
Pineapple. No.
Yes, I know that's your safe word. What's the thing you crave most in the world?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Understanding of myself. and-
Knowledge, understanding of yourself.
Yes.
Magical power?
Oh, well, yes, of course.
Well, it's so far outside our imagination that I would have acquired such magical power, that you would acquire such magical power to be
No.
able to communicate with yourself in the past.
No.
Exactly. If you can imagine it, you can do it.
Okay. So if I imagine, really, I'm still in riddle land here. Can you speak more
He lifts
direct.
up one hand to put over his brow, and you see that his hand is made of wood and has articulated wooden fingers and knuckles. Yes, well,
All
one
right.
day soon, you and your companions will be in terrible danger. If you do not defeat that danger, it will lead to doom, not for you, but for everyone you love.
Okay.
What about people he's so on?
Now, because as I recall, I haven't become maudlin yet, what I mean by love is the other Westgate Irregulars, who you think that you only mildly care about.
Oh.
Sturge loves us.
Again, you need not encourage me to do what I would otherwise do.
Oh, that's what I am here, is to encourage you to not do what you would normally do.
Defend my friends?
Yes, that's a good thing to do.
Okay.
There
well,
will
that-
come a moment when the Sturge solution is not the correct solution.
Ooh.
Well, we've seen plenty of those moments already.
We have.
You're going to put me, future self, into a state of paralysis because I know nothing but the Sturge solution. And so to not do the Sturge solution is to become paralyzed with inaction. Is that the best course of action?
Of course not. You were a diviner, yes?
Yeah.
You see the future.
I see glimpses of certain moments.
Well, you will know the moment when it arrives. When the moment arrives, do not do what comes naturally.
Future self.
Yeah.
Remember when this happens in the future. Stop being so
my
cryptic.
God.
Crab it.
Yeah.
You must disengage and retreat from your disengage and retreat.
Kaladas,
Kaladas, yes. What is it?
you need to understand this. I am treading as close to the line as I can. If I say anything further, I will cease to exist, and so will you.
Paradox.
Did you just call me Kaladas?
Why would I do that?
I
That doesn't
don't
make
know.
any sense. I didn't hear myself call you anything like that.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Okay. Okay.
The goddess of magic has laws, as it were. Rules even we cannot break.
Right. It's time to check the sword, see if it's done.
Pull it out, it's just a stub of a sword. No, that's truly broken. You're not going to repair that.
Can I get rid of it then?
You can get rid of it, although I would encourage you to take its power.
How?
Oh. He doesn't have to eat it, does he?
That's what I
I
was
can't really
thinking.
tell you how to do
Sword,
that
like,
because
stab it into
if I
it.
told you how to
God.
do it, then the knowledge I wouldn't have the knowledge.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to cast Detect Magic. Look at this.
All right, well, I'll leave you to it. And the door opens and Artemisia walks in.
Oh no, Stevie's
And
time machine.
your future double is no longer there.
Oh, I was
bummer.
looking forward to having 2 Sturges so we could have one for fancy occasions and one for everything.
They can probably repair that in Rivendell if you really need.
So Artemisia, you walk in, Sturge is looking at his at this shattered sword.
Yeah.
That
Hi.
used to be his purple glowing sword.
Hi, Mia.
What'd you do to it? What did somebody attack? Did you fight somebody? Was it Marin again?
No, it's a failed experiment. You know that chalice? Remember that chalice that I got from the temple?
With Marin?
Yes. I
The
thought
one that rendered Mirren unconscious.
yes, I thought, well, if I could destroy the chalice with a potent artifact, I might free Mirren and be also free all those gorgeous rubies from the surface of the gold. And in fact, it seems the Night King's a little stronger than the god's sword. So
There is a ruby sparkling from the ground.
no. Don't
Okay,
move.
you see a small triangular piece of the chalice lying on the ground.
Don't move. Cast detect magic. Is it?
Yeah, it's definitely magical.
Yes.
Powerful necromantic aura.
Okay.
And it has a couple of rubies on it.
Wait. You're saying there's a piece of gold with rubies on it?
Yep.
Oh my. Oh.
Like a
okay.
piece of the chalice.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to get a pouch and dump out whatever was in it. And
Is it your bag of holding?
no, I don't want to. No.
Because that would be really funny if you just suddenly dumped out like 50 feet of rope and like several
One old
10-foot
sandwich
poles
still in
and
the
a
bottom.
half-eaten sandwich.
So I'm going to mage hand the fragment into the pouch, close it up. I also have an empty lead box, the size of like a ring box. I will put the pouch in the lead box and then put that in another pouch at my side and close it up and say, that, Mia, will be very interesting study later. Anyway, how are you? I just talked to my future self and he told me all kinds of irritating riddles. I don't talk in riddles, do I? I wonder where I picked that up later.
So have you looked in on Mirren lately, or have you been avoiding her because of the problems before?
There she is. She's glowing. It's okay.
Oh, because Stong is, well, and anyway, it doesn't matter. But Stong said that Mirren was talking like she's still controlled by somebody.
Well, that's one way to interpret it. Yes. I think it more likely she's fighting the control of someone else, and thus she's in a coma. But she did get all creepy crawly on me, called me by a name that I'm now quite curious about, and almost touched me. And if she did that, she would have taken a bunch of my energy again. She almost killed me last time. Anyway.
Oh, she took a little of my magic, but it didn't, I was okay. Well, but so Illyra said that she was just in a trance to recover her magic. So it sounds like there's more than that going on. So
Artemisia, I don't know if we can trust them. I agree
who?
with Illyra, and I hate to say it, but the chalice, I was going to show it to Illyra. Guess who showed up disguised as Illyra? And, well, it was Fane. And she took the chalice, and as she vanished, she said, Illyra, she basically said, Illyra can't have this, or everything will go to hell. And I said, what are you talking about? And she said, ask her who the Night King really is. And then she left, and I fell unconscious because I had just exploded my sword all over myself. And
but it stirred, so
we still
there's no
doing
double
phrasing?
meaning here.
All right.
And so I guess there is some doubt. We must have some doubt regarding our friends and whether or not they are entirely themselves. I don't know. Yes, I don't know.
What I need to start studying to see if I can bring Briarhouse back.
Do you want?
But perhaps I should be studying, and I don't know what to look for. That's the trouble. There's not an index that says a spell that makes your friend say strange things while she's unconscious. I mean,
We had some luck asking. Oh, it's terrible with names. That wonderful little fellow who is the steward here.
Oliver.
Yes, if you ask him, he'll get his ladder out and, through the miracle of his senses, find books for you. And you might start with that. We had success with that. I don't know unless you have other ideas.
No, not particularly. So I'll go. It's been a long night. Crazy times at the Merchant Council. But well, I don't think they're going to be inviting me to join them long term.
Oh, I think you're lucky.
Probably
I
not.
think she's absolutely correct.
Speaking of song cues, I'm like thinking of the song from Hamilton. Never going to be Cormac, no. Never. Only she's singing about herself.
Oh, I think you dodged an arrow with that one.
So Artemisia is going to go in search of Oliver, and she's going to try to study. She'll probably fall asleep on the book, but this seems important. So
Artemisia's not going to miss her shot, is what we're saying.
No.
Sorry. Hamilton is great. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Okay. So, all right. So, you're headed out to find Oliver.
Can I ask you a question? I need to ask Eric a question.
Why, yes, Stephen.
What kind of magic was the sword? He has done attuned to it. He's identified it. He's done detect magic on it. What kind of magic was it?
Abjuration magic.
Abjuration. Okay. And of course, he's gonna. Does it have any magic left in it?
The shards seem to have some magic about them,
Okay.
but
All right.
like it's really diminished and leaking away. The gemstone on the pommel of the sword,
Yeah.
still has some magic about it.
Can I detach it?
Yes, in fact. The strike basically sent this cataclysmic vibration through the whole sword. I don't know if anybody else watches Forged in Fire. God, I love that show.
Nope.
But like when they test the blades on things, they'll like take a sword and they'll hit like a cow skull with it until the sword bends or breaks because they want to see how strong it really is. Sometimes there are certain weapons that people design that just fall apart, right? That's basically what happened to this sword. The pommel stone has come loose and you can just pull it free if you would like.
I will.
Okay.
Arcana, how could I get the power out of this?
You think that if you kept this stone about you, it would protect you from psychic attacks, much like the sword used to.
Oh,
Nice.
Do I think if I swallowed it?
Would be an example of keeping it about you, yes.
Yeah, because it's not going to come out.
man.
It'll stay in me. It's too
Are
big.
you sure it's not going to come out?
Create a blockage.
and then you'd have to get it back.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
It isn't a like faceted sharp stone. It's a smooth round purple stone.
Could I?
I think you can set it into your body at some point if you want to.
Oh my god.
Like you can put it in your forehead, you can put it in your hand,
Oh my goodness.
you can put it in your chest, and
Forehead.
or you could do none of those things.
it will stay there on its own.
How yeah, Nicholas, how about that?
Start of body mod
Necklaces
sturge.
can be
Yep, here we go.
But necklaces can be lost. I think. Where would it be least uncomfortable? All right, I'll think about it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
sure
let you
Rogard
think
could
about it.
help me embed it.
Oh my god.
Right
I mean,
here.
well, maybe.
Just
Yeah.
insert seal.
Okay, so you put it in the center of your chest.
Ah,
Right there, yeah.
whoa.
Okay, you put
doing
the
it right now?
gemstone against your body and you feel this kind of like itching warmth, and as the stone sinks into your flesh, and then it sits there halfway showing and halfway buried in your flesh.
I'm gonna try to encourage it to go a little deeper. Go on.
Yeah, you can poke it a little deeper.
The amount
It's
of effing around
like-
with magic items that this group does.
It's essentially like a piercing that you now have. Body
Like build
modification.
your pecs up, dude. So like you have more meat there to like push it in.
It's like one of those little electric things you can wear on your front to get your abs going.
I'm just really glad that you didn't I'm going to put it as a belly button ring or something. Like that would have been silly. But yeah, just on your chest.
Yeah, that
that's
would be
fine.
ridiculous.
Yeah, like a trolley troll. Yeah, just shove it in your ribcage instead. Yeah.
I'll be honest. What made me burst out laughing when he first said like, "How can I get the magic into me?" Like I imagined like some cables running from it to like nipple clamps on Sturge. That's what made me burst out laughing. Like I was just like, "Oh, get that out of my head." Get that
I
out.
think we all had some thoughts when
All right, thank you.
talking about how smooth the stone
As
is.
you're-
Like,
As you're standing there with the gemstone, Mirren in the nearby bed murmurs, "Yes, Kalados, exactly."
Mirren, can you hear me?
No response.
Well, thank you.
you're messing life.
We miss you.
Yeah, no response.
Tell me what you know of Kalados, of me, Kalados.
No, she's gone back to a deeper sleep.
Yeah, okay. Well, I tried to free you, Mirren. We're still working on it.
Okay, so as dawn breaks over Westgate, Cecilia is marching through the opening public market. People are starting to set up their stands for business for the day, but Cecilia is on a mission,
Yes.
and you're
Double
headed
mission now.
toward.
Salt
Center? Okay, excellent. Okay. The Salt Center is the exotic goods shop that Cecilia patronized earlier in a previous episode. None of the other irregulars really know about it except for Cecilia, and she took Sarshan there.
You guys don't like my weird cheese.
That's right. Or weird.
Or
with
maybe
shiny
I didn't
cheese
share my
and
weird cheese.
slash
I don't know
wine.
which. You can decide amongst yourselves.
I don't know. Stong's really into that doppelganger cheese, so
I mean, this is a totally different cheese, though.
okay.
I don't think
Stong,
you shared.
are you find yourself in the marketplace, having come back from your business of the night?
Oh, okay.
There was a horse that you could take from the castle. Did you take that horse, or did you just walk?
Yeah, I don't think so. Like Stong can polymorph now, so maybe he would like
that's
become
true.
the horse, etc., or he
Hey.
would just fly.
Useful.
Yeah,
Stong
very
turned into a
practical.
bullet and just ran back to West
Yeah,
Road, back to West.
Nobody stood in his way.
I suspect polymorph doesn't actually let you become a bullet. Otherwise, you probably would have several times over.
yeah, no, yeah.
All right,
his
so you use
beasts.
polymorph to get yourself back to Westgate in short order, and the marketplace was the most populated place this early in the morning, so it made sense to just appear here.
Okay.
And you see Cecilia come marching up the street, storming up the street.
Yeah. Sweeping
Yeah.
for Sarshan.
Okay.
I don't see Sarshan, do I?
No,
Do I see any sign of Sarshan? Like a knocked over trash can or something. I don't know what a wolf in a city would do that would leave a trail.
like a merchant going, some red
Right.
wolf came through and stole one of my
Someone
chickens.
Someone stole my chicken.
Off leaving a perfect trail of feathers that way.
I'm
Well,
gonna have
the-
to turn into a wolf and smell him, and it's gonna make
Do
my
it.
face explode in the city.
The market would not be a bad place to look for someone who might have seen him, because you're
True.
pretty sure that the market is not too far from the Purple Lady, so it's probable that he would have at least come through here. It's kind of the center of town, you know?
Okay.
I think Stong has an idea for something that would take a little bit of time to prepare. So for now, perhaps seeing his friend Cecilia, maybe he would not encounter her and then do some of these preparations. And then hopefully she'll come by the market on the way back when there are more people around. He wants the most people possible.
Oh.
It's no, I'm not gonna kill it's not gonna kill the public.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I think this is
No.
you're setting me up to die. I get it.
No.
Free candy, bring
No.
Son, are you trying to avoid Cecilia? Is what you're saying?
I think for now,
Okay.
right
I'm gonna
after
need
what
you
he
to
just
make a
did,
stealth check against her passive perception. Because she's not really looking for you, unless Cecilia, you think you are looking around the market.
I think she's looking specifically for Sarshan.
All right.
So I think
So
passive
make an
perception
active
makes sense.
perception check, please.
Okay.
So active stealth, active perception. Go for it.
okay. So I had to roll with disadvantage because I have Red Dragon male, but
Right.
I got a 22 and a 21, so that's
Oh.
pretty
Oh,
darn
wow.
All right.
Wow. Jeez.
I got a 13. So
Okay. Cecilia, you do not see Stong. You see numerous carts selling multiple things, meats, fruits, vegetables. Since it's the winter season, you see a lot of root vegetables and like squashes and stuff. But your eye does kind of glance over something very red at one point, which you think might be some kind of like stuffed animal or like a blanket that someone's trying to sell. But
Ooh,
you don't
blankets.
pick out anything interesting.
okay. I feel like she'd go to Salt Center first because she wants to talk to Lithaka and she doesn't know what Sarshan thinks he's doing. But if he also thought night masks, it would be good to know some night mask things.
Cool.
He's gonna get himself murdered. Oh my
All right,
God.
Stong, you are standing there very still, being a stuffed animal, while Cecilia looks around and then goes and keeps walking. She's headed toward the docks.
Oh man, I wish she'd seen you now because she could have been like, do ascending, tell him to come back here.
She
so if I
seems
make it next time.
agitated or on a mission, like she's obviously doing something.
You know,
But you can tell with your passive insight.
yeah, I think Stong would normally want to greet his friend Cecilia, but right after having done what he just did, he has to follow up quickly with some things, in order to cover his own butt. And time is of the essence. So for now, he's gonna wait, hoping that she comes back to the marketplace, and he's waiting until there's, the marketplace is open and full of people.
Okay. Cecilia,
Yes.
you get to the Salt Center, which is opening up for the day. Lithaka is there on the porch, in fact, and she is sweeping off the porch. And she sees you coming, and she goes, hello. Oh, that's right. I have a package for you.
What?
Well, hold on. Come in. I'll
Okay.
get it for you from the back.
Are you doing okay?
Oh yeah, perfect,
back.
great. This is going great. I'm learning a lot about lots of places in the realms. It's really interesting. I'll be right back. And she
Okay.
heads into the back. You see a cloaked figure in the shop who kind of like looks away when you come in and is perusing the wares there.
Or like a
And you
doppelganger?
see the owner of the Salt Center, whose name I don't.
His name is Salt Center. It's Marius Salt Center.
Okay.
Sounds like a
Salt
Salt
Center.
Center, but it's not supposed to.
Yeah. No, I
Aaron make up names for things.
when I'm saying it, I'm thinking the word Salt Center, not center. So,
Oh, okay, good.
like, I do see it that way in my head.
Okay.
I'll put that in the chat so that people don't get confused.
Okay, she's gonna greet
Okay.
Marius, I guess, and also
My
keep an eye
favorite
on-
Roshemi.
this guy who's I don't know, suspicious. It's not Sarshan, right?
It is okay. You kind of move over so that you can see who it is.
Guess so.
All right. The guy is actively trying to avoid meeting your eye.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Marius says, did you want some more cheese or perhaps more jeweled?
I came to talk to Lithaka, but yes and yes. Although
Oh
maybe
well,
not
let me see
unjeweled.
what I have, and he heads back into the back. Leifaka, you know she's here to talk to you. Yes, I'm getting the power cell for her. Get off my case, Marius. And he's like, all right. You hear them
She
talking
hasn't
to you
turned
back.
sweet in the interim. She's still
leaving
herself.
you, leaving you alone in the room with the cloaked stranger.
Probable doppelganger.
Probable doppelganger.
So you should just rename this campaign Probable Doppelganger. Fun to say.
It is.
So finally, he looks over at you, and it is indeed Sebastian.
Oh.
Says,
Man, Chad is so sharp.
I'm Ilya. I was just gathering some pickles supplies for the road. You understand?
You're going home right now?
Yes. There is nothing left for me here. I thought that would be for the best for both of us. Yes.
Sebastian.
He picks up a thing, which is like a lantern with like a really wide bottom, kind of like a sensor, like a priest sensor, but it's a lantern. And he's like, what is this thing? Perhaps it would be useful. And he puts
I
it
have
back
no
in.
idea what you used
So-
that for.
Lights, perhaps.
Hold up. Sebastian, do the thing. Can you make your fingers touch like this?
Tell
Tell me a complex sentence.
Oh no.
Alphabet backwards.
do you think
A complete sentence, like
Ooh.
A complex sentence. I can speak in complex sentences.
the bear in the forest is worth 2 swords in the bear's stomach. No,
Thing.
that did not work.
What are you doing?
Nor is it complex.
I spent many years under Lazar's control, and my
I
my
know.
head is still scrambled.
Right. What are you doing trying to pack for a trip?
It seems the best thing to do.
Oh my God. You are such a. Ugh. Just throwing everything away so that you can avoid the scary thing is a bad plan. You're going to get yourself killed. You're not better.
Yes, it's true. I am not better. But
That's it. That's the end of that. You can't go back to Rashomon when you can't even you can't hold things up and talk and function.
yes,
I don't whatever you think of me, whatever scary thing I am, it is not worth dying. I don't want you to die. Just you need to go and lie down and rest.
I don't have anywhere to go, Ilya.
Marin will let you stay. I don't listen.
I don't
I don't have
think
to be
Lady
there.
Taron wants me around.
Well,
And
if I'm not gonna make. Look, she's doing that for me. I have no idea. I have no idea what you guys have been up to. So for all I know, you have done something totally worth kicking out. So I will leave that to Artemisia.
Wait,
But-
what? No, your sister is firmly loyal to you.
That what?
She is
Why
trying
would you
to-
think I meant that? Of course she is.
She wants nothing to do with me because I have hurt you, and she does not want to hurt you. She's not always the best at avoiding hurting you,
God.
but she does not want
Why
to
does
hurt you.
everyone think I think that? Oh, okay.
Think what?
Oh,
That I hurt you? I did.
stop, Sebastian.
Yes.
We're gonna find you an inn to stay at. There are plenty of them. You're gonna rest. You're gonna stop running around. You and I don't have to talk to each other. That's fine. But you can't go home until you can take care of yourself. Because otherwise, you're not going to make it. And Lazar is still out there somewhere. I mean, maybe if you rest, you'll remember something.
You know, perhaps that is true. Well, I never did take Darjema, so perhaps I should here in beautiful Westgate.
I feel a little bad suggesting you take your Djemma in Westgate, which, if you're curious, is basically like Rashemi Rumspringa. Get to go wander the world and learn things and bring it back for the glory of Rashomon. But, I mean, fair point. And, I mean, you can learn things from Mirren, or there's a university here that I keep forgetting the name of. Mintosa. I did remember it. Yeah. So.
A university, you say?
Yeah, wizards. My friend went there, and before
Wizards.
things happen.
I don't know how I feel about wizards. Witches, I am comfortable with.
Okay, you definitely need to rest.
Yes, Pickles. Yes.
Go sit on that chair over there. Oh my God, Pickles.
Yes, my mind goes back to where I feel safe, and where I feel safe is eating mini pickles.
Well, this is the right store for you then.
You see that
In a jar.
his little bag does have a jar of pickles in it. This is all right. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When I betray you, you suffer for it, yes? You see, as you're talking to him, like his Rashemi becomes more pronounced, like his accent becomes more pronounced.
Accent is getting thick and he's sort of dropping words.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Well, now he's speaking in Rashemi,
Okay.
which is, a dialect of Common.
Yeah.
That was not supposed to happen. You were supposed to be safe. Witches were supposed to keep you safe. I did not think anyone would harm you.
They were talking about executing me.
That he looks horrified. He's like, "What? No, that cannot be. The witches are powerful and fierce, but they are not cruel. I do not
They are-
understand."
If you're tied to criminals,
You were tied to criminals?
it's a long story, and your brain is broken. But Lazar, for
Yes, this is
starters,
true. I need to pull out a pickle.
you sit, eat your pickles. I'm gonna get this package. We'll walk you back to Dark Dance Manor, and we'll figure out where is a good inn to be, somewhere someone can check on you.
Fest Hall.
No, different thing. That's a different thing.
Oh, I see.
And I don't think you're well enough for that. And also, I don't want to talk about that with you.
Probably not. Yes, you are right.
And if
They
the
just
inn
have
is full,
interesting music. I like music and dancing.
and if the inn is full, he can stay in the manger, so it's okay.
All right. He goes and he eats a pickle. Lathaka comes out of the back. She sidles over to you. She's got this big parcel, like
What is this?
blankets.
Oh!
Hands it to you.
You came through.
Remembered.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
Well, Marius may be something of a square, but he has taught me a certain degree of responsibility.
Yeah.
Nice.
See you do this.
Also, I made a killing on these blankets.
Actually, I'm
You
kind of
remember
relieved
that.
because I don't want to know what Wrong Stong would have done if she hadn't repaid him. So
Oh boy. Yeah.
So she looks over at Sebastian.
Not sure what that gesture means.
Is that your lad?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
That's you are too young for this conversation.
You're right. Lads are gross. I never want anything to do with them. Anyway, what did you want
At
to
some
talk to me about?
point, you need to have that conversation. I think I know someone who will be here for you.
Is it you?
Maybe.
Because I would like
know-
to talk to you. You're fun.
That's thank you. I think I might have friends who are better for you, though.
I've seen your friends. You're the most fun.
She hasn't seen me dance.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, Cecilia's like, this is getting way off track. And I feel like I
What'd you
need to
want-
make an argument for my friend's funness. Because...
What do you want to talk to me about? She says.
So Cecilia's going to kind of crouch down to her level and be like, okay, those night masks, the ones that were bothering you, have they come around anymore?
They haven't. Well, the other day I saw one of them lurking outside the shop, but I don't think he saw me.
Good.
So,
But
yeah,
what
I
I-
think I'm safe for the moment.
That's good. I want to know, though, where did you encounter them? Is there some place that you know night masks hang out?
Well, there was the alley where you murdered a couple of them.
Right.
And
That seems more transient night mask hangout.
You're right. Let's see.
Active safe house is kind of where I'm going.
Well, there's this place in the docks. It's called the what's it called? It's something about some kind of sea creature, like a barn
That's like half the places on the docks.
barnacle.
Barnacle?
Barnacle, that's right. The Crimson Barnacle. It's a weird name for a place. But that's what they call it. I'm not sure where it is. I just know that it's somewhere in the docks.
Okay.
I heard them talking about it once while they were beating me, obviously.
So callous that they're having conversations while they beat you.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a pretty
That's-
common practice, I think.
God, guys.
Well, protection racket, you know how it is.
I think it makes them worse, honestly.
I think so too. You should go kick their butts.
I have a plan.
Crimson Barnacle. That's the name that they were saying a couple times. I thought
Right.
I remember it because I thought it was ridiculous. So
Yeah, people name. I'm assuming it's like a tap room or a tavern. People name.
probably, I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know where it is, except that it's in
You
the
don't really
docks.
have to name things for drunk people terribly well. They just have to be
Yeah.
able to identify it.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, they were saying something about a taskmaster there named Targ, something like that. I don't know. My ears were in the mud.
Yeah,
so
you were in the middle of something.
yeah,
You feeling okay?
sure. I feel great. They keep giving me this cheese. It shows you some stinky Rishemi cheese.
Good, right?
I really like this.
It grows on you.
Yeah.
Literally. No.
It does seem to be slightly bigger than the last time you saw her.
Oh.
Like she was really, really skinny and scrawny before, but she's filled out a little bit more.
Well, that's good. Okay.
Healthier.
Okay. So we get the stuff she bought and Sebastian's stuff.
Okay.
And just checking, has Lethaka seen Sarshan? Off chance.
Oh, you mean the really handsome elf with the red hair and the Volpine look that you were making eyes at before?
Yes. Yes.
I did.
Well, I feel like that diminishes something. That we
I
have
did see
going on.
him, in fact. Wow,
She
he
got
is
about his butt.
really handsome. I don't mind saying.
don't have
I
to
don't
tell
mind
me.
saying. He's yours, right?
You are way too young for him. And yes, also yes.
Okay. Okay.
Look at
fine.
lads your own age.
No, lads, icky. Ooh, no interest at all. No, never.
Okay. Look,
She's like
and if you
14,
think about
so-
doing anything, you come talk to me, and I'll figure out who needs to talk to you about stuff.
You mean like with lads?
Yes, but that's as much as we need to discuss that because you told me no yuck.
What about if it's with lasses?
Also good to get some information. Also, I will find someone to talk to you. I don't know that anybody ever gave Cecilia a sex ed talk, so I don't
see.
think she knows how to do that.
Well, yes, I did see him. In fact, he was lurking around, trying to find something, I think.
Where?
I went out to go talk with him, but he was the wolf, right?
Huh.
So I threw a stick, which he just kind of looked at and then looked at me and then ran away. But he was running in the direction of the docks.
Okay, good info. Okay.
You know, come to think of it, he was lurking kind of near one of those night masks. One of the fellows who's been looking for me.
Okay,
So maybe that's where he's going.
great. All right, gonna get stuff.
Yep.
Sorry. Shay is willing to give Lithaka the talk.
Yeah, I read that. That was amazing.
I'm like, I like
In the
that.
chat, Shay has just
That'd
posted
go
the
well.
greatest comment ever, which is, I'm suddenly trying to imagine Shay, everyone's favorite disaster lesbian, trying to give the kid the talk. It's pretty great.
I love Shay. It's trying to explain this stuff to a kid and just be like, okay, not enough information and then too much information.
I don't know the proper balance. This is the first time I've ever talked about this. All right. So,
Okay, we're done here.
where are you taking Sebastian? You said you were going to take him
I was going to take him back to Dark Dance Manor, which I guess I should do because if there are night masks involved, I don't want to go by myself because while I'm very worried about Sarshan going by himself, I am not going in alone.
Okay.
So make our way back up through the market.
Well, as you head out of the Salt Center with Sebastian in tow, he's clutching his bag, looking a little frazzled. It is dawn, so the sun has been coming up in the east. But of a sudden, darkness sweeps across the city where you would have expected the sun to rise and illumine the city in light. And you look up and realize that there are shapes floating in the sky, blotting out the sun.
Oh dear.
Several of them.
Rogar looks out the window.
In fact, 4 of them. And they appear to be flying ships.
Oh no.
And on that note, we will take our break.
Oh crap.
We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Wrong Stong, what did you do? All right.
You're welcome.
We don't even know. We don't even know.
See the beginning of the invasion of West.
And so the ships all come flaming down, disintegrating from the sky, and Rogar is like, "Thank you, Sharinblar." And okay, so then he goes
Fire
to meet Stong in the
fire
market.
and rubble falls. Everybody dies. The end of
Yeah.
campaign. Thank you, everyone. All right,
Merry Christmas, one and all.
all right now. So
No, oh, okay.
when last we left 10 minutes ago, these airships had just shown up, casting shadows over the city of Westgate. And we are going to go to Stong. Stong, you're in the marketplace.
All right. So, in the meantime, Stong has been doing a number of sendings, and he has also accomplished a couple of errands. So, are the ships in the sky right now? Are there shadows? Like, are people in the market like reacting to those shadows?
Okay, so this might have been slightly predated. So I will say that if you would like them to be there now, that's fine. If you would like to do a couple things before the show up, that's also fine.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll time it for effect. It'll be interesting. So, What
Take it
Stone
away.
would like
That's
to
right.
do is he wants to go into like the heart of the market where there are the most people around.
Yep.
And then he's going to be dragging a sack along with him.
Ho, ho,
And
ho.
in this sack, occasionally you see somebody move or twitch, but it's generally, pretty
There's
still.
movement inside the sack.
Mhm.
Okay.
And so Stong is going to find some sort of raised platform, perhaps just like a fountain, the edge of a fountain, or like a bench or something.
Yeah, there is a fountain at the middle of the market. Well, actually, there is a tower, which is kind of the like center of the watch in Westgate. And then there's a fountain below that tower.
Okay. I think what he'll do is he will try to place the tower at his back and then hop onto the edge of the fountain.
Okay.
And then he's going to bellow as loud as he can. Good people of Westgate, may I have your attention, please?
Make a performance check, buddy.
Oh, God, why? Just let me have it. All right.
Where are the Raiders when we need them for the advantage?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Performance. Okay, not the. Oh, hey, just fucking 22. All right. I just rolled a
Okay.
20.
Wow.
Yep. Amazing. So,
That's a 22 with his charisma penalty.
yeah. So, I mean, fate just wants me to fucking have this. Sorry, that's one. Anyways,
That's
Um,
two, actually.
oh, is it? Well,
But you know what? They didn't give us a push, so.
okay. Well, do I have everybody's attention?
Yeah. Yeah. The people in the marketplace turn to you. You've garnered everyone's attention. There are a couple of little kids who were like pointing at the sack. And one of them looked really confused when they started to see things moving in it.
Stong says, I'm undoubtedly, most of you have heard about the great tragedy that struck the Merchant Council hours ago. Well, I'm here to tell you that it was no tragedy at all. In fact, I'm here to tell you that it was I who murdered most of the Council of Westgate. And let me tell you why.
Yeah, sure enough, the broadsheets had just started to be delivered, and they're like, "Attack at the council is beginning."
Oh, okay.
Like, we worked on this story for 3 hours and he just
Casualties
announced it.
unknown, and someone's like, "We worked on the story for hours," and then he just tweets it out.
Yeah. Look at those broadsheets. What they say is absolutely true. But I'll tell you what, good people of Westgate. Those people that died did not care for you at all. In fact, they're the ones who have milked you and suppressed you and taken away the fruits of your labor.
Milk does. This guy looks down at himself.
Yes, they have. Okay, wait, I thought of funny things to say, but anyways. So he says, if you have any doubt of this, I actually have proof of their plots. And he's going to reach over to the sack next to him, and he's going to pull open the drawstring, and out from it tumbles. Oh, what was one of the more well-known? What was the old guy? Goldfarb?
Oh boy. Which one do you mean? There are a lot. So
Let's say the Crowmark.
the Chroma. That's
Whoa.
Lady Arena Vamos, in fact.
Yeah, let's say it's Lady. It's like the spitting image of
Okay.
Lady Arena Vamos.
This-
Like, is it
And-
actually her, or is it someone that just looks like her?
So Stong will say.
I mean, that was a very telling little description there, I'm just going to say.
So Stong will say, I have with me the leader of the Merchant Council, and I have heard from her personally her confession. The Merchant Council plots against the people of Westgate. Is that not true? good lady.
Okay, so the bruised, battered, and singed Arena Vamos says, yes, it is true.
Yes. Now, is this not true that the merchant was planning on raising both taxes and they were going to use that money to secretly fund the various gangs of Westgate in order to extort businesses and enslave the populace? The good people here in front of us.
Oh yeah, we always talk about lowering taxes and small government, but we have never met a tax hike that we didn't pass.
And is it not true?
Oh, and gangs, yes. Specifically human supremacist gangs. Yes, them.
And is it not true that House Vamos is at the head of a vampire criminal organization that seeks to dominate Westgate and milk every citizen of their blood? I should have said drain, but oh well.
Drain. Yeah, that's right. Drinking all that blood. Exactly. We're all vampires. Ah.
You heard it clear as day from her mouth, correct? Good people?
She doesn't actually have fangs, but she.
She's putting on a show here.
Yes.
Goodness.
And I think, you know, in the
I have confessed my great sins. And she just falls over and twitches on the ground.
and I think in the meantime, while this has been happening,
Can Cecilia have seen some of this? Because oh my god.
Yeah, Cecilia, you're walking toward the market. You see this huge crowd of people all gathered around, and then you hear Stong booming, saying,
so in the meantime, as Cecilia is walking up, Dolores has been pulling these barrels out into the area. And I don't know how you feel about using spells for flavor or effect. Like if I could do it for free, if it's like, you know, not combat, but I'd like to use like, you know, something to just whip off the top of all the barrels at once. And I was thinking animate objects.
sure.
Okay. So let's just say it's a
I'm not going to
row.
let you do it for free. You can spend the spell slot, but yeah, it does work. and
Okay,
do that thing.
fine. All right, I do it. So Stong will use animate objects to whip all the lids off the barrels at once. And inside, in the meantime, he's used 7 platinum to buy as many weapons and bows and arrows as he possibly can. And now he's going to say, "Good people of Westgate, because I care about you, because I consider you all my good friends, I wish to give you gifts this fine holiday one day."
New holiday.
Said
you're
you spent
declaring.
7 platinum pieces on it?
Um,
Because that's 70 gold. That is not very many.
oh,
weapons.
70 gold. Okay,
That's
maybe.
one bow and 5 arrows.
Okay,
Divide
maybe.
them amongst yourselves.
Dang it. Maybe what
Everybody
he
It's a
did.
share.
lot. Okay, uprisings are expensive, okay? I'm just,
Maybe what
Give
he did
them a bonus if
instead.
they bring their own from home.
now, the
friend.
cheapest thing that you could probably buy would be a great many clubs, but that probably doesn't instill a huge amount of confidence.
No,
You're
but I-
probably looking at short swords, war picks, pikes.
Yeah, spears.
Yeah,
Nah.
kind of like simple, don't take a lot of training to use weapons.
okay. You know,
Hammers, hand axes.
no, let's not play
daggers.
around with these little
Bucks.
weapons. So instead, what Stong is going to do is, in the meantime, he wants to have used his polymorph and smashed his way into like one of the largest either armories or like a weapon shop in the area, and he's just going to loot it.
Oh, he's just gonna say, "All right, hold on. I meant to bring more stuff."
You're like, I would like to do More crimes. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
All right.
you know,
Yeah, we'll say you get a smattering of weapons, and you now have a whole crowd of well-armed peasants.
all right.
Oh my god.
A
Okay.
WAP crowd, if you will.
Oh,
Just in case you weren't clear on whether I was making that joke, because I was.
Man. Yeah. I think Stong is going to look over at Dolores and he's going to say, take the ones that are armed and go get more weapons by any means possible for the rest of them that are not armed.
Can I push my way through this crowd up to Stong?
Yeah.
Be like, Stong, what are you doing?
Stong, in the meantime, you know, has heard his friend,
Still going.
but he's still going for now. He says, follow the ones that have grabbed weapons and they will arm you further. Seize up your own destiny. Now is the time. Eat the rich, free yourself, and take back Westgate for its good people. I am your dear friend, and you have my word that I will protect all of you.
Yeah, they head off, they start chanting about eating the rich and how they're well-armed peasants. Celia pushes through the crowd up to Stong.
I repeat my question. What are you doing?
Stong's
Dolores is like, and kind of like moves between Cecilia and Stong.
I'm sorry, who are what?
Dolores, go do the task I asked you to do, please.
He gives Cecilia kind of a look, and then he heads off to go do that.
Is this like a bit? Is this like a new show you're trying out?
Stong says,
Eat the rich! says one of
I mean,
the
it's
peasants.
playing well, but I see problems. We should workshop.
We should workshop this revenue.
what's the profit model on this?
I think the last thing Stong
What's
wants
the
to
income related to insurrection? I just want to establish the bottom line here.
I think the last thing that Stong wants to yell, like right, you know, as Cecilia's trying to quiet him down, is he wants to say, "You are not alone. There will be deliverers from the heavens and from the east. Go forth!" And then maybe that's when the airships appear and blot out the sky.
Yeah. Good timing.
Sure, that makes sense. All right,
And then he
these
turns
dark
to-
shapes appear in the sky.
And then he turns to Cecilia and he says, "Cecilia,
What's the safe word?
pineapple.
What is going on?
Let us talk somewhere a little more quiet." And then he's going to usher the lady Vamos and Cecilia to the tower.
Isn't she dead? No, she's not dead. She got back up. Okay. Cool. I'll look back at Sebastian and be like, go back to the store, tell him lock the door. In Roshami.
Yeah, he nods and he goes and does that thing. So, wow.
Holy crap.
All right, so
Well,
Sebastian goes off to do that.
Give him like
Dolores
5
goes off to
inspiration
do
for
his
that.
thing. Yeah, Stong, I'll go ahead and give you inspiration for
Ooh.
doing this pretty insane thing that you're doing.
Ooh. Okay,
Incredible.
One of you asked me a question. What was the question?
Oh, sorry.
What have the Romans ever done for us?
Cool.
What has the council ever done for us?
Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah, the ships are starting to approach Westgate. Flying airships. You recognize them from a distance as Githyanki pirate ships.
So
Corsairs, if you will.
Stong is going to put a gentle but firm hand on Cecilia's back and then usher her into the tower. And then he's going
I'm
to
about to get defenestrated.
Well, okay. So the guard started pouring out of the tower as soon as you started speaking. And then peasants have basically overwhelmed them and knocked them onto the ground and reclaimed the tower within just like a couple of minutes.
Stong will thank the peasants.
The watch was not expecting this. So
Stong will thank the peasants on the way, into the tower with Cecilia, and then he will say, "If I may please have a moment with my friend, fair peasants, you have good work to do, I believe."
bring a crossbow and a pike because we're well-armed peasants. And then they head out.
Okay. Stong will nod to the Lady Vamos, and he will say, "Thank you, Knots. I'm so happy that you agreed to help.
Kind of wavers. He's like, "Did I do good? Did I do good?
I knew there was gonna be a doppelganger.
You did perfectly.
I love you, Stong. You're my everything. I'll do anything for you."
That's not healthy.
I also consider you my good friend.
I could die happy right now.
Now go.
I'm not going to, right? That's not your plan, but I
No.
will if you need me to.
Definitely not. In fact, Stong will hand him one of his personal daggers, and he says, "Take care of yourself in the coming storm. I will probably have use for you again."
Use me, please.
Oh, I hope so. Oh, okay. Knott's going to make an insight check. Oh, all right. He did understand that your "take care of yourself" does not mean stab yourself. So,
Oh, good.
he
Holy
runs
cow.
off, seeming to be on the same page.
It was sort of evilly ambiguous.
So,
Oh,
to
boy.
remind everyone, Knots is a character who showed up, 20 episodes ago when the doppelgangers took over the Westgate Irregulars, and he is Stong's #1 fan. Knots is Stong backwards. So, anyway,
He's a doppelganger, right? I'm remembering that right.
he is a doppelganger, in fact.
Yep.
I guess you can make friends with anything, and that leads to a armed revolution sometimes.
His kind of human face that he prefers as a doppelganger is a half orc, but it's the other half from what Stong looks like. All
I
right.
don't know what that means. but
Exactly.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, Knots runs off. Well, he turns himself to looking like you, like Stong. Okay.
Nice.
And
Oh,
then he
God.
says, "I'll do the next part of our plan too." Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh my god.
You are
Hey,
the
I'm gonna
best.
take Stong's hands and be like, "What is happening? Are you okay? Are you being mind
Cecilia.
controlled?"
You know,
He did say the safe word.
He did say the safe word, but this doesn't make any sense.
I haven't felt more liberated in forever. As you can see, Westgate is going to change. And it's going to change in a wonderful, glorious way, and we'll all finally be safe from the night masks.
Okay, but Stong, did you notice there are Githyanki corsairs and armed, angry, directionless people? Those aren't safe either.
Of course I know. I invited the Githyanki here. Cecilia. We're best friends, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you trust me?
At this moment, I'm wondering some things.
What are you wondering?
Why do you think that Githyanki warships are a good addition to our hometown, the place we live? And I really don't understand what's going on here. Are you sick? Did Lazar break your brain?
No. It has nothing to do with your father. In fact, quite the opposite. I took measures in order to be able to better protect my friends and those that I care about.
Okay, that sounds like you.
It is me, Cecilia. Cecilia, think about a Westgate under Githyanki rule, combined with our leadership. The Githyanki are fair. They are hard, but they are fair. They rule with a iron meritocracy. They do not exploit the common people the way that these gangs and these merchant houses and the night masks do.
Okay, I'm with you not liking the night masks and the gangs and the merchant houses. Is this Scaresair's idea?
We agree on a lot of things. They wanted a military.
Bad news. Sorry, go ahead.
They wanted a military outpost with access to the Underdark so that they could hunt illithids. And Westgate, thanks to the spell plague and the recent flooding, has tunnels leading into the Underdark. They were more than happy to find an opportunity to establish their military outpost, and I was more than happy to provide them with one, perhaps on the ruins of House Vamos.
Oh, this is kind of doing Cecilia in because he's saying stuff that makes a lot of sense on the one hand, but also this is effing crazy. Like, pro ruins of House Vamos.
Revolution
But-
often sounds crazy.
Yeah. But Stong, people are gonna get hurt. Like those people you just gave weapons to, they don't know what they're doing. The watch is
Tell
gonna mow
our
them down.
peasants.
They can defend themselves better now than they could have before me. I gave them a chance, Cecilia, more than they've ever had.
But you also put them in a situation where people are going to be swinging swords at them, and that wasn't the situation they were in before. So I have some questions about your thought process. Could we just, like, what did you sense not to do there? I don't know how to talk him out of this.
You know, Cecilia, I didn't force anybody to take up arms. They chose to do that out of their own accord.
Okay, fair point.
What I want to know is, being my best friend, are you with me?
No.
Oh,
What do you say?
I think Cecilia is trying to rapidly assess the situation and knows the only answer she can actually give here is yes. Because she does not understand what's going on, and this doesn't feel like Stong, even though it kind of does. So she's going to say, yes, of course I'm with you. But she's lying, so I assume I have to make a deception roll.
Ooh, yeah, let me roll an insight, please.
Please do.
Okay. I got an 11.
I got a 16.
Okay. Ugh. Damn it.
So it's like, oh, of course I'm with you. Why would you think I wasn't? But it's what you wanted to hear, I think.
You know, Stong will look hesitant, but he'll nod slowly. And he says, I'm going to be frank with you, Cecilia.
Frank the Orc?
Yes. Because Frank is very honest.
Stong's good friend, Uncle Frank, the orc.
Frank never lied. And I know that you've lied to me in the past.
But not on purpose, probably.
Oh, innocent little lies.
Referring to something specific?
Stong will start to march back and forth across the room. And he's going to say, number one, you came to us telling us that you were a witch. And I, having traveled the lands and being a wise bard, know that that cannot be true.
Oh, snap. Secret from episode 1. It's come all the way full circle. From episode 0.
And he says, 2, some of these idioms.
Wait, I gotta ask, Yang, let me pause you for a second.
Oh, okay,
are
sure.
you counting this way, or are you counting like a proper German? I'm just.
I count like
just
this.
Curious.
I count
All
like
right.
this.
All right.
So then Stong says, 2. These Rashemi idioms that you say. You know, I've encountered some people from Rashemi, and they did not say anything remotely similar to those idioms that you proclaim are from Rashomon.
Well, I don't think you met people from Running Rocks because it's me and it's Sebastian and it's Lazar that you know. But
Well, he's lying to her, so
Would you really
figure
put
that
it
out.
past Lazar to come up with some bullshit to make himself sound profound? No. No, you
No.
would not. That would not be outside of character for him.
Okay.
And Stong says,
okay,
3.
but okay.
We have these strangers showing up and just forcing themselves into our circle. Sarshan, Ruan, Sebastian, Lazar. And they all seem to have something to do with you and your past. So I
That's a
don't
weirdly
think
good point.
I don't think that you've been honest with any of us about where you're from and who you really are.
Okay. I was not entirely forthcoming about some things, but I think you're taking that a little far. It didn't matter.
It
I'm not a
didn't-
witch, but it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter how I do my magic. I just help you.
I see that you're trying to worm your way out of it again. And then Stong's going to sort of like lean back and he's going to place a hand on Mirabelle's back.
Daddy.
And he's going to stare at Cecilia for a moment. And then he's just going to lift his hand off Mirabelle. And then he says,
Oh my god.
I'm so scared he's going to do something to her.
You-
Cece.
when are you going to tell any of us the truth?
I have been, and I have been like working really hard on doing it more. I told you Lazar was coming. I didn't just bail. Anyway, how are we talking about me? What is going on?
I'll tell you what, Cecilia. Because I really do consider you my best friend. If you are not willing to tell me the truth, perhaps we can do an exchange.
What
I
kind
will-
of exchange? Oh, sorry.
I will tell you one of my secrets if you will tell me one of yours.
Hey.
Ladies first.
Sarshan has a weird back tattoo. I didn't know that.
Oh, well. My middle name is Gloria.
Seems legit.
Okay.
Oh.
I get it. You're making a point.
Indeed.
Ugh. I'm the one that keeps borrowing Grogar's romance chapbooks. There you go. That's true. What's going on? Gloria.
I don't really love Scaresair.
I kind of got that vibe.
When are you going to tell me something real and something solid? Why do you keep hiding from us who are trying so hard to defend you? and help.
Very manipulative. uh, Ugh, do I go for the like emotional thing or do I go for like a punchy secret? I feel like I don't let
Either
Scarce
way.
Hair get say, I'm afraid none of you actually like me. I don't know if that's a secret enough secret though.
Oh, just exposing that emotional vulnerability to Wrong Stong. What could go wrong?
I need him to tell me what's happening. Why is he like this?
You know,
You want a better secret?
yeah. I think that
I have a better secret. Nobody knows what I had to do to take the pact. What I had to promise. If I tell you that, will you tell me where you got this idea?
he extends his hand. Deal.
The Heart of the Piercing said, "Should give me the magic. If when I met my mother again, I'd kill her."
Oh,
I didn't tell Ruan when he asked. I've never volunteered that information because, as far as I'm concerned, I don't need to meet that woman again. But if it comes, I have to do something.
And do
Now.
you... All right. Thank you. I see that you can trust in me, despite some differences in our viewpoints.
That was really hard for me to tell you. Isn't it important that I told you?
Yeah.
You're going to tell me now. So I can understand better.
Cecilia. And then Stong's going to lean in close to her. And then he's going to pull down his eyelid. And he's going to show her.
Do I see spooky skulls?
Skull-shaped pupils.
Ooh. Okay.
He's going to say,
It's not super obvious unless you're looking closely, or
I'll look at it real close.
he's intentionally showing it to you.
he says, you know, when you said that you think that we don't like you, you could not be more wrong. I've given an integral part of myself in order to get more power. I found a book, you see, in Mirren's library. And that book really opened some doors for me. And I can see now where I tried to be so kind before. I was shackling myself. And now I can take the action that's needed to make Westgate a better place, a safer place for all of us.
Yeah. Knowledge is powerful. And it sounds like you have figured out a way to take your intense caring, your good heart, and apply it in a different way. But maybe we could go back to the good heart. Is this changing his skull eyes at all to me to
No.
say nice things? Okay. What about everybody else? Do they know about this?
Only you so far.
Oh, okay. And now you're starting a rebellion and you've got Githyanki warships. Okay. Seems like you could use some help. Do you want my help?
Absolutely.
Great.
Help me. Take this city, said Celia.
Okay. I left my rod in the Purple Lady, so I'm gonna go get it. Are you gonna be here? Or
He says, man. He says, I am to meet Scarcere at her warship shortly. But if you come, I will also let you on board.
oh, okay. I'm gonna cast the Tasha's otherworldly guys. Look, wings.
Mhm.
I will go get what I need, and I will fly up to the ships. Will they tell me which one, or can you tell me what I'm looking for? Does it have a figurehead, or
He'll point at the
Alright.
lead one.
Yeah. What kind of
Big
wings
guy.
do you
Got it.
sprout? Are they like angelic wings dipped in blood? Are they?
I
Bat
mean, obviously,
wings.
if you have angelic wings, then...
Well, that's what she
Let's
created
see.
last time.
do I
So-
want radiant necrotic damage immunity or fire and poison damage immunity? I don't know.
I mean, the Githyanki, it's kind of unclear.
I-
Well, knowing what you know of the Githyanki, you know that they used psychic attacks before.
I remember that one. Don't have that as an option. I will go ahead and take the fire and poison. So the wings look like raven wings that are edged in frost.
Winter Court Fae. Yep.
See, I'll be very quick, and I'll come right back.
Cecilia,
Yeah.
we are best friends, aren't we?
Yeah.
Thank
We
you.
are. I promise I will come back for you. For you. I will come back. Do I need to roll anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. It's like there's a mix there. There's a lot of truth in that. Good job, Cecilia, telling the truth. Also some,
Some, oh my
jump
God.
out the window. Gonna go out the window. And then I'll come meet you on the ship. Viva the revolution, or whatever we say.
Well,
Oof.
Cecilia leaves.
Yeah, and I'm going straight for Dark Dance Manor as
Okay.
fast as my little wings can go, which is flying speed of 40 feet.
Okay. Stong, you are in the tower. Would you like to climb to the top of the tower and survey the city?
Oh, absolutely. Sure. Let's
Great.
do it.
Yes, the peasant uprising has sparked this massive insurrection against the ruling class of the city. Apparently, the Merchant Council is in no state to reply. It's unclear exactly what is happening with them. I will give you an update about what the broadsheets say next time we game, but basically, the council is silent and the forces of Westgate are undirected, meaning that it is chaos in the city. And then the Githyanki descend upon Westgate, setting the stage for a invasion of the city. So,
I go tell people what's going on before we stop.
all right, Cecilia, you arrive back at Dark Dance Manor.
I was so afraid that his skull things were going to spread to you. So I'm so glad that didn't
I'm
happen.
gonna lie, I was too. I was like, check my eyeballs when I get in there.
Rogar is there,
I-
having arrived back at the manor. Maybe you're helping Sturge because Sturge, did have an event that evening, which appears to have left him a little shaken. Also very thoughtful. And Artemisia, you're also there. So the three of you are all there. And then Cecilia arrives.
Running like, guys, something's very, very wrong.
There's Yankee ships in the sky.
Stong called the
Stong?
Yankee ships. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you start hearing peasants shouting and banging on the gate.
Okay, so Stong is somehow, I don't know, he seems like he's evil. He told me before that he found some evil books, and then just now he told me he got this idea in a book, and he thinks I'm gonna help him, but we have to figure out how to make the book let go of him. And she's gonna turn to Artemisia and be like, you know your way around this place. Can you know how to make the library work? Can you help? I don't know where the book would be. I don't know how to find Sturge, can you find this book? You're
Muted, Steven.
I will go right now to his room. Come with me.
Rogar's going, and Rogar will attempt to calm emotions on the crowd at the front of the gate, a 20-foot sphere in front of the gate.
Oh,
Yes,
oh,
they are shouting about throwing down their oppressors and seizing the gold in this place.
Wait, this is Stong's house. This is Stong's house here. I think you got the wrong house. Uh-oh. You need to calm down.
What's the DC of that saving throw?
It is 16.
Okay. So your calm emotion spell does work on most of the peasants who are gathered outside the gate, but there are so the crowd sort of disperses, but it's starting to form again with other peasants that you haven't cast your spell on.
Yeah.
Like they're like, what?
I got it.
There's magic. They're using magic to stop us.
This is Stong's house.
With magic. They're like, who's Stong? You've been oppressing us for too long.
Yeah.
Oh no.
gotten out of control. Do we find anything in his room?
look under his mattress.
We detect magic around that room.
I'm going to first look because we got company in the sky. I am not going to spend any spell slots if it's
No,
just-
I have detect magic automatically. I'll do it.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know, Stong. What do they find in your room? I will stipulate that they do not find the book. The book is in your possession. Like you're on top of the tower and you're stroking the book. Kind of
Okay.
idly, like it's your
Alright.
cat and you're, Mr.
Fun villain.
Right.
Maybe Cecilia saw it on my body then when she was looking at me.
Yeah, that's possible. Cecilia, make a perception check.
Please. 14?
Yes, you did see that he had some kind of bulge in like his chest pocket, like tucked into his armor,
Oh, wait, guys, I think he has the book
right
on
over
him.
his heart.
How big? How big is the book? Okay, I'm going
Like a book size,
Okay, I'm going straight to the library and getting one.
like a hardcover encyclopedia.
Come with me. Pick one that looks about the same size.
Good idea. Okay.
There are a lot of books there. And there are
One
a
of them-
lot that are the same size. Okay, so you pull one off the shelf?
Yeah.
Okay. It is called Hasger's Ointments.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to write a little note that says
For health and productivity.
Oh god.
I'm going to scribble a little note that says "Ha ha, love Sturge." Put it inside the book. Put it inside my shirt for later, and then run to Mirren's room. Get out of the cubby hole the ram ring and give it to Cecilia. The rod of rulership and give it to Randy. I'm sorry, to Rogar, and say, "You've got an instant army here, my friend. Use this and
Ooh.
tell them to go home." And make love to
Well,
their
Rogar is not present because
partners.
he is
Oh,
out
sorry.
by the gate.
Sorry. And what was the other?
You're
using
just
his
running back and
magic
forth.
to send
And Cecilia and
people
Artemisia are
away.
like, what?
He keeps doing the same Taylor Swift song. He's like,
Yeah.
you need
Okay.
to calm down. Over and over again.
So maybe he'll like try. He sees it's not working, so he'll jump up on like one of the decorative boulders or something, and he's going to try and give the sermon of his life about if you're going to rise up, don't become the oppressors yourselves. What is important here is life. You want a happy life. That's what we all have in common. We all want love. We all
Make
want
a persuasion
to
check,
live our
buddy.
life and be happy. You can be a force for good. You can go and protect those in danger like you used to be. Now that you have the power. Blah 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 blah. It was not well. Persuasion's good though. So let me just. I got a 9, but I think I got what's my persuasion? 6. So 15.
All right, they start throwing javelins at you.
Oh no! Oh, wow.
You suffered the slings and arrows of peasant
Outrageous
uprising.
misfortune. All right.
Oh man.
See, and the thing is, the peasants aren't wrong.
No, they're not.
This is not an evil thing they're doing. They're, acting for the greater good in a sense.
They are oppressed.
Okay. So, all right. You found a fake book.
Charm person.
You've looked for the book. You realize that it's on Stong. And the Githyanki start descending toward the city.
Okay. Artemisia has one thing.
Yeah.
So, protecting Mirren. Is there anything that we can do to? I have an idea. You won't like it.
What is it?
But shoot. So the ring, it doesn't make me forget anymore.
The ring?
She's not wearing it.
Wait,
She got it in
Artemisia's
her
not wearing
hand?
it or Mirren's not wearing it?
Artemisia's not wearing it.
Oh, okay.
She's just like her hands don't have anything on them right now.
Got it.
You still have Wilson's ring. Okay.
So if I put it on, then if we need to, I could take her into the ring, but I would only do it as last ditch.
But then you can't come with us then if you're staying here with Mirren. Can we put it on Mirren?
Whoa.
Oh god, Ilra would kill us.
Whoa.
I could try to take her there and then come back. I think I can, now that I can remember it, I think I can use it a little bit. I don't know. I mean, it's a really bad idea, but we gotta.
I don't know.
Mirren.
We don't have a lot of great idea time. So maybe we try this. See if we can put Mirren in the ring
Do you
packet.
put the ring on Mirren's finger?
No.
Okay.
The plan is that Artemisia will put on the ring, try to take Mirren with her, and then leave Mirren there safe.
Yeah, you feel faintly more secure. You want to activate the ring?
Yes.
Okay. Reality around you becomes frayed, and the bounds between this world and another world become permeable. And you realize that you could step into another world and you could take whoever you wanted with you.
Wow.
If she says something, do the others hear it? Because she's going to say, I think I can do this, Cecilia.
Now they can hear you.
Okay.
It's kind of
You got
distant,
this.
kind of echoing.
Okay. So she's going to, she can't
So
really
he's gonna be
carry
like, "Do you
Mirren.
have this?"
You
But
Oh
she-
my god, I wish it wasn't Lilton's ring.
So you go over to Mirren. You're standing by the side of the bed, and then a gold 6-fingered hand touches the bed next to your hand and says,
Oh,
"All you have
God.
to do is touch her."
She's going to do it. She's going to touch Mirren.
Okay, touch her. Her tattoos start lighting up, and you feel magic start to flow out of you, and then Artemisia disappears. You see her become rapidly smaller along with Mirren. They become tiny and then disappear.
What? Is that what happened every time?
Does the ring fall to the ground?
Yes. The ring falls to the ground, indeed.
Okay. And then is Artemisia gonna pop out of the ring?
Can she get out?
Well, Artemisia, what does your safe place look like?
So it looks like her father's study, but
Yeah,
like the
you find
proportions
yourself
are
in your
all
father's
off.
study.
Yeah.
With the proportions being off. This has appeared in a previous session. I don't remember exactly which number, but basically it's her father's study, but all of the furniture is extra large. Like she's a little too small to fit in the chair, even though she's an adult, because that's how she experienced her father's study. Anyway, you find yourself there.
Yeah, so she'll put Mirren on like
An
a
overlarge couch, yeah. You put Mirren down, and then you rise up and you see Lilton standing there. And he says, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that this is helpful to you.
Well, if you're saying this, I'm sure you'll be coming to interfere any time now.
Oh,
But
no, didn't I promise not to interfere?
you did.
I said something about having business, right?
How much are your promises worth?
Very little, Artemisia, but I do care for you, and I would not lie to you if I didn't have to.
Well, we're very busy. We have something to deal with. So
He reaches out and touches your cheek, and he says, good luck, hero. And then you step out of that world, and you find yourself back in Mirren's bedroom. Mirren is no longer there.
Oh my God! Nice work.
You saw Artemisia rapidly expand around the ring, and the ring is on her finger. And now she's
Okay.
standing there.
So we got
Okay,
Mirren.
worked. Lilton knows, but I mean, he can't make this situation any worse.
Yeah,
don't think.
you know what I would love for us in the new year is not to have to prioritize our horrible threats so that most horrible, slightly less horrible. But I'm with you. Lilton is not priority A. It's Stong and the Githyanki warships.
Yeah, it's kind of pressing.
I need to get to
And
Stong.
rabid mobs. Yeah.
Yes,
Where's
we
Stong?
all need to get to Stong.
Okay, let's do it. Mirren is
Okay.
safe.
He's on Scarcer's ship.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Rogar
can
comes
fly.
running in. They're throwing spears at me.
Oh
I tried, but
They actually do break the gate open, and the
Oh.
peasants start
Oh,
flooding into the
wow.
courtyard.
Rogar,
aye.
here's the Rod of Rulership.
Oh,
You are the only one of us who is attuned to it, so you should use it.
remind me what it does.
You get
Would you like to activate its power, Rogar?
you get their attention, and any of them that can see you will fall under a charm. I mean, this is incredibly powerful. Huge numbers of people can be charmed at once, and all you have to do is tell them to go home and go to bed.
They're chanting,
Love one
bring
another."
a crossbow and a pike, because we're well-armed peasants.
The trick is to get as many of them to see you at once, maybe from a balcony or something like that.
I mean, seems like a good idea right now.
Okay, I'll
they're
go.
like-
I'll try and
they're
find a
like-
vantage where I can see the whole crowd.
Okay, there are like 3
fly him
dozen
up? I don't
peasants
think I
coming
can
toward
carry
you
him.
with spears and swords. Most of them just have like
Artemisia!
and stuff.
Artemisia! Telekinesis him up! Telekinesis him up!
Oh, yes, she's going to do that.
All right, you lift Rogar into the air.
Aye.
Rogar, you have the rod.
And I
Do you
activate
have,
the
do
rod.
you have thaumaturgy? Can you make your voice really big so they...
Yeah, thaumaturgy, so my voice booms as I activate the rod, and they can all see me. Aye,
Yes, they can all see you. You can see
Oh,
them.
keep it going.
and I
Because
say,
what matters.
"Hi, I am your leader per the rod, and I."
For the rod.
They all just stop and stare up at you. I'm your leader per the rod.
I am your leader per the rod, and I, vis-a-vis the rod, this magic stick,
Oh my God.
and I
Yes,
command you.
Later, we are well-armed peasants.
Yes, you're excellent, well-armed presence, and I wish for you to go forth and help to prevent as much harm and damage to the city as possible without putting yourself in danger. So, put out fires, protect children, save cats from trees, that sort of thing, if you can.
Yes,
Oh, Rogar.
glorious leader. And then they march out.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Got 6 more charges of that.
Oh, good.
Okay, you're all standing there in the manor. You have a chance to take a breath.
Cecilia, your wings are really pretty.
Oh,
a new
am I
spell
still,
thing.
like, can you put me down though?
Sometimes they drip blood.
Rogar's starting to
Still working it out. Oh,
float end over end. You're like,
it was very graceful.
Oh, thank you.
all right, Stong.
So
Take it away.
Stong is at the top of the tower, and he's looking at the Githyanki
Holding the book,
warships,
stroking the book,
holding the book,
reading the book.
and then he looks at Mirabelle, and then
Daddy.
he holds her up, and he looks at her, and he says,
She looks concerned.
Stong will say, I think it might just be you and I, kid. And then
Always choose Daddy.
he's going to look to the east, and
You see
he's
the ship starting to descend.
going to look to the west, and he's going
See
to
storm clouds on the horizon.
and then he's going to say to Mirabelle, "It looks like your grandmother's running late."
Oh no!
And that's it.
What?
And that's all the time we have for tonight.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
So,
Oh man!
There's an orc
stop.
horde coming.
It's just piling on. Oh my god!
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go.
Oh
Yes.
my god. Oh.
the Dungeon Scrawlers and I have been discussing whether we are going to have an extended holiday game. So, we haven't reached a decision yet, so keep your eyes peeled for announcements on that point. It'll probably be like a several-hour weekend game, similar to what we did on Extra Life, and it will involve Roll20, and there will be ships over Westgate, and it will be amazing. So don't miss that if you get the chance. Otherwise, we have one more session planned for the year. That is on the 30th. We are not streaming on the 23rd. Please be with your family. I mean, after this
Assuming you share a
long,
household.
assuming you share a household,
Or on
otherwise,
Zoom.
Quarantine properly.
Zoom or whatever, take some time for yourself. This has been a long, difficult year, and
Or
you
your found
deserve a
family.
rest. With your found family, with your birth family, with whoever you love, take some time to be with them, because we've survived this long. We got to keep going.
And boy, does it feel like the deepest, darkest part of the year.
This year has been several years long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stay safe, because coronavirus is raging pretty bad here in the United States and elsewhere in the world. I mean, it's worse in the United States. Let's not be.
say,
Let's not be.
we're number
Let's not
one.
pretend. We're number one.
USA.
USA. Number one.
USA. Oh,
But
man.
okay, so be safe. Wear a mask. Social
Wash your
distance.
hands.
You know the drill. Wash your hands.
Take care of yourselves.
Take care of yourselves. So we're not gonna be streaming on the 23rd. We're gonna look into the possibility of doing a holiday game. Keep your eyes peeled for announcements about that. And with that, I have been Eric Scott DB, the DM of this campaign. I really like this campaign. You guys are doing great. This is coming to an awesome climax. Take it away, Aaron.
I am Aaron M. Evans. Check out our sponsors, Idle Champions of Forgotten Realms, at idlechampions.com.
I've been Rhiannon Held. Thank you to our moderators tonight, Meyer Doug, Seldrine, and Shay.
Hey everybody, I'm Ying Wang, and you should check out the charity that we support. Right now, we are linking everybody to Heifer International, and I recently watched World Builders, who also chose Heifer International as their
right.
charity.
They're kind of famous for that, actually. That's kind of what they're
Oh,
built
yeah?
around, really. Yeah.
Well, I learned some cool facts that I'd like to share with everybody. So, Heifer helps farmers across the world become more sustainable and to lift themselves out of poverty. $20 can, oh my goodness, thank you, Aaron M.
Wow,
Evans.
Aaron.
Merry Christmas.
Generous.
Dang. Well, if you give $20 to Heifer International, that would buy a family like a chicken and the education to raise that chicken and have that chicken lay eggs. And in turn, that chicken's eggs can turn into more chickens, and that would provide not only like a new revenue stream for them, but it would also provide them with food. So a little bit of money goes a long way if you give it to heifer, and it affects whole families of farmers.
Heifer
And they have women
International has been-
empowerment and teaching people how to do businesses. But yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, consider donating to them.
Yeah, Heifer International has been is a charity that I've been donating to since I was a kid. I worked with them through my church and through Scouts, and I'm really happy to. Yeah, I'm an Eagle Scout, obviously. All right, fine. Boy Scouts have been having some problems, justifiably fixing their shit, but it is a good charity and it is an amazing thing, and I highly support their work. I think it is fantastic.
Look at the stream, like Proquire and Son. Thank you so much, Meyer Doug.
Thank you, everybody.
Damn.
On.
If we do a holiday game, like a weekend game, it will be a battle heavy session. And then our 50th episode will be like a wrap up of the season. And that will be more of a holiday game. So, stay tuned for those things. I think it'll be really fun. I hope that comes together.
I'm like, don't hype it too much because I haven't actually had a conversation with my family about
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I can see my husband going, "What? It's Christmas." So, it doesn't really make that face. It'll be like,
Much love to all our long-suffering significant others.
Yeah.
Anyway,
where are we?
thank you for coming along on this journey. We were at Yang was talking, so
I was talking about heifer. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
we totally messed up our
No, it's a good shot.
and
yeah,
introduction
everybody's
thing,
just being so generous. It's so
go
nice right
ahead,
now.
Go ahead, talk whatever. It's fine.
All right.
How much
well,
of the whiskey is left, Eric?
Yeah,
All right.
I still have the makers.
Holy cow! It's good.
Look, I took the Centauri whiskey in, and Shelly was like, "Oh no, I would like to try that." And I'm like, "Okay, so
Nice.
I'll be drinking more of that in January, assuming that it survives that long."
You mean the world, or
Yes,
Knock on wood.
of course I do.
yeah. All right. I've been Steve Merlino. You can also find our past videos on YouTube channel linked on our Twitch page below. Be sure to click the subscribe button to support us and the bell to get notified as we add new content.
He's been Stephen Merlino, but who knows who he will be in the future when he comes back and visits himself.
It looks just
Well,
like
we-
Stephen.
we
Really, though.
do.
That's right.
We do know what Sturge is like in the future.
Loved that.
Yeah, the marionette hand. It's very ironic.
Salt
Save
and
it for
pepper.
Save it for the stream chat on Discord.
I've been Randy Anderson, and I still be Randy Anderson. And thank you so much, everybody who gave all the subscriptions and the bits and donated to the channel. We really appreciate it. We do it for the love, but the money makes it easier.
Easier
And
to
then-
explain to those long-suffering spouses.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. And then obviously the adventure continues over on the website and over on the Discord. So check out the website for info on the players, the characters, NPCs, Shay's awesome recaps and all our previous episodes if you want to catch up and figure out, especially as we're heading into the new year. We're going to kick off a new season, so it's a good time to like jump in and kind of just catch up on the back stuff. And then hop over to our Discord where we've got a lot of great chat channels going on, and some of us probably be hopping over there right now to jump into the stream channel, and so we'll see you there.
Special spotlight on the Discord. Aaron has recently posted a fantastic backstory for Cecilia, little short story, which you should absolutely read. So
Yes.
And Rhiannon's got new stuff coming up on that
yes,
same channel.
Yeah, this
Mhm,
weekend.
So
mhm.
that's good.
I'm glad
Yeah.
that we created that channel. We're getting some cool stuff. So yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah.
Check it out. Come to
And,
our Discord. We're fun. We don't bite.
Maybe I'll do like a little
Fudge.
chapter excerpt from the Rogar novel too, or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool.
Nice.
And then and Erin's got her Untitled Champions trivia or lore
Oh,
thing on
that's
Monday.
right.
So,
I have a
Champions of
show
Lore.
on Monday.
yeah. So
Come
check
on,
that out.
Erin
Champions
has
of
her
Lore.
other show. I mean,
You catch Aaron all over the place on Twitch.
That's right.
It's a
Okay.
different kind of fun than this. Let's say
being
that.
her lore
Won't be
bot
mean.
self.
So yeah. So we're just all high energy because
Except
that was
not
such an
this Monday.
incredible
It's
ending.
not this
so-
Monday. We're not.
Yeah.
We don't for the next.
Oh God,
2
I'm
weeks,
out
we
of
don't have a
bourbon.
show.
Oh,
Up,
okay.
everybody.
have to
Never
stop.
mind then.
Wrap it up.
Check out the back. You can go to their channel and check out the previous
That's
ones.
right.
Anyway, so
They have lots of good content.
we'll see you all over on the Discord. And until next time, stay scrawly.